Okay, so Marki's like, wait a minute.
Crap, why isn't this... There we go.
Let me see. So your mind is no longer clouded. It's like, you pretty much... You can lock onto her essence, and it's like, yeah, that's, I know that person. So, and you haul ass. Can you keep up with her, though? It's D100. So, no, it's like you get to the outskirts of town, and she's, like, gone. Like, you don't even know which direction she went in.
Hold on.
Because you just ran in, like... Okay, so you just ran in full plate mail, or you just ran in full armor, trying to keep up with her, but she's faster because she's not wearing armor. So, using your senses, you're trying to find her again. Like, you look up and she's hiding in a tree. Or she's trying to hide in a tree, but you could see her.
Draws out his weapon and shield.
So, you have your weapons out. And you're heading towards the tree she's hiding in. Say, what do you do?
Why do they always want to kill me?
Do you say that aloud, or do you say that, like, to yourself?
I'm just, like, saying it as a thing.
Okay. What is a thing? Is that aloud or in your head?
Aloud.
Okay, so you're saying it aloud. Say, Marki, is it loud enough for you to hear? That's perception. Perception is going to be the constant thing, really. So...
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to macro that. And
yeah, so this is she's behind a tree, so let's do a D5. Let's do a D3. You succeed. So you heard, you hear her say, you know, very quietly, "Why do they always want to kill me?" So
I'm up in that tree.
Because all my life the church had been my home. Now it's gone. Gone! Because of the likes of you. You took it down.
Okay, so
you burned it. You slew my master.
Okay, so do perception again.
I didn't burn anything though.
Yeah. So Marki and Say are having a conversation. Marki, roll perception because there's a man approaching you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so roll perception, see if you see what's going to happen. Okay, so this is Thorin. How's your approach? Are you doing it somewhat quietly, or are you doing it just usual style?
I'm just normally, casually walking with my weapon.
So normal, casual walk. So that's only that's got to be at least. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter because up to 3 challenge. Yeah, midway challenge. You would definitely pick them up. So, Marki, do you respond to the fact that there's now someone walking towards you? So are you just so laser focused on Say that it's being blocked out? So you know there's someone approaching you, but is
in the name of the Church of Crane, it's your business.
Okay, so you're still looking up at Say as you say that, and then he's asked Thorin, he's asking you, what is your business?
Yeah, Thorin. Yeah.
I kind of thought in my head like, what are you to ask?
Who are you to ask?
I am Marki.
Nice.
I am Marki the Righteous, last of my order. And who are you?
Well, my name is Stormbreak, and I kind of give him my hand.
Okay, so he's offering a hand, and you still have your weapons in your hand. So... Okay, so...
Where's my divine sense?
Roll your perception. So she's trying to stealth away. Use your perception. You have to beat 8. So,
there we go.
Yeah, you easily beat her. So she's trying to stealth away, but, you know, you still have, you see that she's trying to get away.
No!
So, like, you're running after... Are you still in the trees?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's still above, so...
He's
like,
below.
Yeah, and you're below,
looking
so...
up.
Thorin, do you walk after him, or...?
Yeah.
Okay, so Thorin's right behind, step behind you. So, Say, are you going to try to calm him down? What are you going to try to do?
Do I see Say sitting in the tree? That's probably perception.
Because you have to look beyond Marki up into a tree and see that Say's up there. So let's roll a d3. That is a 5 challenge. Alright, so you see Marki, you see Say's up in the tree. That's the one that Marki's chasing.
at that point I'm just like, why the hell are you chasing her? It's not because she's a coward that you have to kill her.
She's a heretic! What else reason do I have to kill her?
Who says she is a heretic, except for the people in the city?
The divines do not lie. I see her aura.
My aura is neutral.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what Say says aloud to you is, you know.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah. So it's like.
Blame me.
It's like my aura is. So you're saying out loud, like my aura is neutral. So.
What? No. It said you were evil. I saw it.
I kind of focus on it, like,
Who said I was evil? What?
Okay. So what's Thorin saying?
do I know what a paladin is?
Okay.
What they
I don't know.
are supposed to do.
Roll history. That's the one. That's the only way to know knowledge is history.
Yeah.
Because this is deep history. Remember, this is covered up
Nope.
history. Nope, there's no way you could have known that.
I just kind of poke, what the hell's going on in there?
So you're wondering, it's like, what is going on here? Well, do you roll
No, I
insight?
focus
Do you
on it.
actually understand what's going on here?
And I close my character sheet on accident.
Yeah, just remember what I said. Just double click it. It'll double click
Yeah,
the
on
top bar and
accident.
it'll minimize, maximize, so you can get back to the sheet really fast.
I guess that's a 1d3 roll.
I'm not going to get involved in this because I don't even know that any of this is happening. So you're not going to see Refraga the drunk trying to jump in on this. Sorry.
All the player characters now meeting up.
Yep. That would be nice, but sorry, Refraco's got other things to do than mess with the likes of you. Okay, so Thorin, you have to roll insight. That is.
I already did.
Let's see. Let's see what talent rating it is. You failed. So this D2, that's a 10.
Oh,
so you failed.
I
that
just
challenge.
asked. I didn't want to know. I just asked him.
Yeah, but you're
While
no. Just
poking his
this is
helmet.
just trying to get insight as to what is he. But you can't really pin it. He looks just like a warrior to you. Just any other warrior who would have a sword and a shield. So
Wait a minute,
Marki's
so
like
why
a
did
lot
you
of
want me
rage.
dead again?
Wait, what?
I'm just standing in the tree now. Wait, why did you want me dead again?
My church was destroyed by by heretics from the inside. I want to know who it was.
Wait, any churches, sir?
Oh, really?
Yep,
How-
pretty much.
I don't think she would have been able to.
No churches have been destroyed by me.
Okay, so and that is insight. You have to counter with the counter persuasion. You have to roll insight.
Okay, let's see.
Dun dun dun. Your insight kind of sucks, so you can be easily persuaded. That's the sad part about your character.
Nope.
Oh, dude. Okay, so so you're not having. You can see that she's trying to convince you that she's not evil.
Why?
Does he see that I'm telling the truth, though?
Yeah, good question. D100. Like, can you ascertain that she's telling the truth? Okay, so you kind of understand that she might be telling the truth. That it might be, even if like this, that actually quell your rage, though. So.
Light, don't lie to me. He's trying to see if
So-
she's actually evil or
Let's
not.
do 100. So let's see if the light was lying to you. The light was lying to you. So you look again, and you see that the aura that you thought was there was not there.
Oh no.
So
My apologies. And he kind of leans down
yeah.
on one knee.
So each of you roll perception. Let's see who's aware. This is a tough challenge. This is so you need to roll at least a 20 in order to see it. So even Fade is unaware. Thorin is not even paying attention because he's focused on Marki, and then Marki's got to worry about his perception. So you have to get above a 20.
And-
So
Oh, no.
Fade is the
Oh,
closest to see
crap.
it, but everyone else is just oblivious. There's a you hear a voice from up in the tree. It's like, if you are quite finished. It's like, this quarrel will not aid us in any sort of way.
Turns around. Wait, so he's up in the tree with me?
Yeah, so he's like a branch above where you're in the tree. And he's just kind of sitting. He's sitting there with his back against the tree, and he's got his legs forward. So he's just kind of casually there. And you see that he's kind of swinging a sword, but do you guys understand the make of the sword?
That's probably...
That's history,
Insight.
I think.
That's history.
Where's that wisdom?
No, that's history, because this is an ancient sword. This isn't a... So, nope, and you have one more person with history.
Yeah, my history is kind of good. I got a +1. There we go.
So the only one who understands it is Marki. And you understand that he's wielding a Vorpal longsword. He's not using a...
Yeah.
It's not. This is an
Alden's
ancient
cool, yo.
sword. This is not something you see commonly in the land.
Yep, they teach you a lot in school.
Yeah, so, yeah, they teach you about the weapons of your enemies. So he's got one in his hands. You don't know if he's a friend or foe yet. So say you leap out of the tree.
No, I fall out of the tree.
Oh,
When
you
he
fall
says
out of
something,
the
I'm
tree.
just like, ah!
Yeah. And it's like, and he kind of chuckles like, haha, you know, you lady, you should be more careful.
You should... Ow.
Marky
It's like,
stands
I'm
up,
not
points.
here to harm you. I'm actually here for a purpose.
Thorin have any insight on this?
Yeah.
For any job.
Actually, that would be insight. Do you know his motives? Okay, so you put 2 and 2 together. Remember when you said there was a swordsman coming in?
Yep.
Yeah, you put 2 and 2 together and said, okay, so you kind of see that. Is this the same? Like, now you have to ask the question. It's like, is he
At
the same
that point, I'm
swordsman?
basically who are the swordsman that was coming to the town.
It's like, I could be not. What makes it so? It's like, what makes you think that I'm who you say I am? And all the while, he's just casually just swishing his sword around, and he sharpens it a couple times.
I'm just like, for one, it looks like you are wielding an ancient sword, so I would expect.
It's
such
like,
a
oh,
thing.
this thing, and he holds it up for you. Like he puts it in his left hand, and then he points it downwards so you guys can all look at it. It's like, oh, this thing isn't that old.
I don't know how old. I don't even know what sword it is. So
It's like, of course you don't. It's like, your weaponry is axes. Why would you know anything about swords?
true.
And it's like, and he points at Marki with the sword, and it's like, and I understand why you would understand swords. What other than paladins would know about Vorpal weaponry? And it's
fuck
like,
is a
and then
Vorpal?
what's a Vorpal sword?
I say, what the fuck is a Vorpal?
Yeah. It's like, you're a magician. You don't know anything about weaponry at all. But that's okay. That's just how it works.
I am not a magician, I'm a warlock, thank you very much.
It's like magician, warlock, sorcerer. You all use magic.
Yeah, but I can fight with my... I'm like waving a spear around.
It's like, oh, sorry, I misjudged you. My apologies. And so he falls to the right, and then he's not, like, he falls to the right of the branch, and then he's not on the other side of the branch. So, roll perceptions.
Wait.
So, you guys are looking around, because he fell, like, it's like he fell on the right side of the branch, but he didn't come down. So, Thorin, let's see. Now let's roll the challenge level, which is, oh, you guys could all see that. So, you see that he's now behind you. Like, you guys turn around and you see that he's just kind of standing there casually, and he's got a sword at his side. Or he's got a sword across his back, and he's just kind of got his hands laced behind his back. So Marki takes an involuntary step back, and then he steps back forward.
How the hell did you do that?
It's like, I don't. A master does not reveal his secrets.
Assumably some form of teleportation.
And it's like,
Possibly.
oh, you gave away the secret.
Simple
Not that I
if you
get
think about
anyway.
it.
It's like, whatever happened to professional courtesy?
Whatever
I'm not a
happens,
professional.
using magic.
That's like, it's like, very well, very well. I'll give you that. So, what did Marki... He wasn't paying attention to Marki. What did Marki say?
What happened to not using magic?
What happened to not using magic? He just, like, he doesn't even recognize your question. Like, he was talking to Say.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Because he said that, you know, magic users would know the way of the sword, so I was like, whatever happened to not using magic?
Yeah, but he didn't say
as a
the
person?
reverse, which is sword wielders wouldn't know the way of some magic. He just said it one way. So, it's
Okay.
weird logic. You'll get used to that if you want to get used to that. It's like, fancy a drink, and then he just turns around and he just starts walking to town.
Shall we?
I just turn to Marki and say, like, you two going to be alright here? With just
Yeah,
and I
are you
walk
gonna
off.
try and, you know, kill me or anything?
Why are you just walking off?
My
Oh, and it's
My
like,
apologies
wait,
for what
before he
I-
fully goes away, like, you're confused at everything, and before he fully he like, stops, and he turns around, and it's like, oh, and Paladin, if you try to harm her, just know that you won't live past that moment. It's like, we need you all alive, at least. But
You
he
need
says
me.
it casually, but you can tell there's definitely a threat in his voice.
He crosses his arms, non-threatened.
It's like, ah, tough man. Good. We'll need that in the future. So he's like,
Wait, you need me? Even though
no,
I
he's not
specifically...
specific. He doesn't deal with specifics.
Well, he said we need you all alive, so...
So he's walking away, Thorn's walking away. What are you guys gonna do? Say, are you gonna start walking away, or what's up?
Or you're not gonna try and kill me again?
Oh, believe me, if I wanted to kill you, I would have done it right now.
Or you would have died trying.
Either way, true. And he just starts walking away.
So he just starts whistling.
Okay, so he goes into the bar, and you hear like an outburst to me. Like, okay, so are you guys? How close are you to the bar? Let's find out. So you are relatively a little bit, like a couple steps back from him. So he's walking through the front door, and then you see. Remember that girl from earlier?
Yeah?
It's like,
Only one that
out
can
of all the
smell
men that could have
say.
walked in this bar, your ugly mug shows up. And it's like, nice to see you too. And he just takes a seat next to her. And it's like, Brelog just walks up and it's like, ah, I see you're both arrived. Good, good. You arrived a lot faster than I thought. We had you pegged at a day. Are you guys going to walk into the bar, or are you just going to stand outside? Okay, so... Say's going to go off to the side, and he's like, he's just, the girl just kind of shrugs, the guy kind of shrugs. That's like, well, And then he turns around, then he sees Thorin, and it's like, ah, Thorin, just the man we were looking for. Take a seat. We have much to discuss.
I take a seat somewhere.
So, right here would be good. So, Marki and them are going to go off to the side. Marki, what are you doing?
I'm asking him whether he drinks.
Okay. Does he drink? Your mic probably went inactive again. There we go.
Yes, I do. He does drink.
Yeah, so it's like, yes, I do.
I yell to the bartender, 2 here!
Okay, so let's see what is he asking for. He's asking for silver. What's it look like? If you noticed, I had to put it back to the 10 piece because I like the 10 piece. So 9 silver. The 10 piece makes it poorer, and that's the main justification as to why I reintroduced it. Instead of having some sort of wealth, now you have more wealth to worry about.
Alright.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
all
I
happening.
pay for
That's
one
all
drink.
Brelog is like, Thorin, this is Kempizata. He's an expert swordsman, at least that's what he calls himself. That's like, and then he goes to the table, it's like, Master Swordsman. It's like, ah, yes, yes, Master Swordsman. And this is, what did you say your name was? And it's like, she has her arms crossed and she has her legs on the table. It's like a blast girl. That's all you need to know. It's like, ah, yes, this is Blast Girl. She's an alchemist and an explosives expert. And it's like, she grins. It's like, I don't recall telling you what my job was. And it's like, I'm leading a rebellion. I think it comes to me to profile. So, and it's like, Thorin, Kep is going to be training you someone in the art of the blade. I guess that's why he's here. He's here to train others. And so he kind of shrugs. It's like, I only train ones that are worthy. I have yet to see what this Thorin can do. And so, like, he leaps over the bar and stands next to you, just idly. Okay, so what is your response, Thorin? He's pretty much eyeing you, and he's trying to see if you're worthy of being trained.
How are you supposed to see if I'm worthy if you're just looking at me?
It's like, because looks can be as telling as any blade work. So it's like, so he's wandering around. It's like, your posture says that you're constantly in battle, and that you have a thirst for battle.
Indeed I do.
Let's see. Your weapons are within easy reach, so if you really wanted to, you could easily just reach down and throw an axe, or reach down and take out your war axe and make a swing all simultaneously. So you're a man that's built for combat. Let's see. So, like, he's tapping your muscles, and it's like your tenseness means that you have a lot of rage within you. Slightly uncontrolled. And so, like, you hear him sniff, and it's like, is that blood?
Most likely, yes.
It's like, is that blood on your breath?
Yes then.
And it's like, ah, honest, good. It's like, from the smell, I would say that you devour living flesh, because the blood doesn't seem that old.
That's a bad habit of me.
It's like, well, it's a good habit if you know how to use it. Inspire fear within your enemies. That's how you use it on, correct?
Terrified at least one person.
Like Blaster, it's like, oh, just get on with it. Stop flirting with the man. It's like, right. And so he starts walking outside. Say your mic's on. Here's the typing.
Huh?
Aping.
Yeah, your mic is hot. It's like it won't turn off. There we go.
Echoes.
Yeah, the echoes are... It's still doing it.
Yeah, my computer's sort of being a bastard.
Okay. What, you're pressing the button and it's not?
Yeah, I can't actually do anything. I think it's frozen or something.
Can you reset your machine?
Try restarting TeamSpeak.
Yeah, try restarting TeamSpeak.
Go on.
Oh, wait, no, I think it's working now.
Okay, so...
Okay, good.
So they walk outside, Say and Marki... So, Marki, are you actually taking drinks from Say?
Yes.
So you're both sitting at are you both at a table, or what? How does describe this to me?
I assume we're at a table.
Okay, so you're both at a table just drinking as somewhat acquaintances after Marki nearly tried to kill you.
That's
Well,
how we roll.
When you live your life on the run, you can't just judge someone for trying to kill you.
Okay. Well, are you saying this aloud, or are you saying this in your head?
I guess.
Wait, which?
Yeah, I'd be saying it aloud.
Okay, so you're telling Marki that. Or you're saying it aloud, are you directing it at Marki, or are you not?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so what
He's just trying to make
Marki's
sure.
response?
Indeed. So you were branded by the cities.
Yeah, I technically stole from them. I thought it would give me some form of protection from them, but it kind of did the opposite.
What order were you from?
Some... I don't know, it would... some acolyte church or something. They kind of stole me from... well, my life.
From one of those churches. I pity you.
I wasn't there for long.
And so Blasco just kind of like, she just plops down as loudly as possible to announce her presence. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? And so Brelag is close behind.
I yelled to the bartender, 2 more!
And she just leans over, it's like, make that 5. 2 is too lightweight. So it's like, I'm paying for booze, so you don't get a choice in this.
Okay.
Alright.
It's like Brelag is, she's not the most civil of your colleagues, but she does come in handy.
My kind of
And it's
person.
like, hey, I'm not drunk enough to not hear that, dwarf man.
Wait, aren't you a gnome?
And it's like, yes, I am a gnome, but she still calls me a dwarf.
Huh.
It's like, you have not proven to me beyond a reasonable, and like she's slurring this, beyond a reasonable doubt that you are a gnome. You look like a dwarf, you act like a dwarf, you smell like a dwarf, you're a dwarf. You're not a gnome.
He's a lot shorter than a dwarf.
It's like, yeah, well, dwarves can be short too.
But not that short.
He is a gnome.
Okay, so now we're gonna move outside to Thorin. So Thorin, the swordsman, like he's taking his blade off of his back. Then he's got it at his side at an angle. And it's like, right. Let's see what you got. Attack me.
I take
He's
out my
got his
battle axe.
back to you. You take out a battle axe. Okay, so now what? Just
It works.
you have to get close enough, though. You're too. So are you just gonna charge in and
Yeah,
swing?
but I'm gonna charge him at the same time swing.
So he's gonna use his lightning reflexes to remove that by 3. And so he does a rapid parry, but he takes a little bit of damage from that. So roll damage. So he takes it by half, so I mean he takes 7 damage. So like, you do a quick slice, and then he's surprised. He's like, "Oh, you're quick, quicker than I took you for." Oh, you're quick. So like, and he's turned around and he's got a sword in like both of his hands. He's got a sword at the angle of his picture, which is he's got it like in a samurai pose. And it's like, I apologize for underestimating you. And so he just takes a direct swing right at you, which is over your armor class. So how much damage does he do? So he pretty much brings you almost to death with one swing.
Can't I go
Yeah.
away?
Athletics, let's see. Let's do the challenge tier. That's a D. So 15, no, you failed that. So you try and block the blade with your blade, but he scrapes it along. D100, does it damage your hand? Because you have it in a two-handed grip, right? So it does not damage your hand. You take away your hand as fast as possible while still trying to block the blade. But you bring up your blade to block it. He's put the blade straight down and he tries to swish it down to get your hand, but you take off your hand. So, but as he's doing that, like he stops his momentum and he just pushes it forward into you. So you lose 13 health from that. So, how does it feel, D100? Like, how does it feel being stabbed by a vorpal blade? It does not feel pleasant. It's manageable, and your rage helps you cope with it, but it's not the most pleasant feeling. You feel like there's something crawling into you. And so he takes out the sword, and it's like, good, good, you have some potential. It's like most people would have died from that blow immediately. So it's like, and so he does a quick swish to get the blood off the sword, and then he just resheaths it. And so he's looking at his armor, and it's got a huge jagged slash across it. It's like, right, well, we both look like shit, so we should probably go see a medic.
Yeah, probably the best.
So like he's leading you, he's got his hand behind his back, but you can see that the front of his armor's got the back of his armor's got a nasty gash on it.
I'm immediately walking over.
So, like as you're walking, it's like, you know, you have a lot of potential. You know how long it's been since someone has damaged my armor?
Nope.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
It's like, and he's like touching it's like, my armor is not easily damaged. It takes an extremely powerful blow to even hint at damage. It's like,
I guess I was just lucky.
It's like, I see why Brelog puts trust in you. I think he sees your potential as well.
Yeah, well.
So back at the pub, we're talking about what have you guys been talking? While all that was happening outside, did any of you actually pick up that was happening outside?
I guess that's perception. Perception, isn't it?
So,
and again, the perception roll comes in.
Brelog knows. He's trying not to show it. That he already knew what was happening outside.
1 sec, I'm gonna reload.
Your
my
perception. Let's actually roll the challenge level. That's a tier 3. That's 15. You need above 15 to actually pick that up. So Marki was focused on the drinks and everything that's going on inside. Brelog knew what was happening, but he's not revealing it. Say are you whacking out?
My Google Chrome is being a motherfucking bitch.
Yep.
Oh no!
You have to close it and then reopen it.
Yeah,
Does
switch
the
to
other person
Mozilla.
know?
Okay, so let's, for a while, until that gets fixed, we'll go back to Thorin.
That's good.
Okay, back to Sig.
Alright. Back to the pub.
Yeah, roll perception.
Back to Thorin.
You
Back
need
to the
above
pub.
15 to know what happened. Oh, so you have an advantage. So, yeah, so you automatically know. So you definitely heard that Thorin and Kep were going at it with their weapons. But it was a really brief exchange, because there's only really 3 moves were done, which is Thorin hit Kep in the back, it didn't kill him, and then Kep did 2 moves, which is he swung a sword right down at his axe, and then he stabbed it into him. So you only heard like 3 sword swings, or 3 weapon swings.
Boys and their toys.
It's like I do hope they don't hurt each other too badly.
Oh, they already did.
It's like no, it's like Brelog's trying to whisper this so that the other, and then Blasco's like, you should see him when he's in a bad mood. He's being generous with those blows. You think he's that easy to hit? Or what are you talking about?
Shrug.
So, and it's like she's well and truly intoxicated. Like she's not holding any bar.
And you said I was all right, wait.
Like, and she's that's because she went through like 4 drinks, and she's been drinking the whole day. So it's relatively nighttime right now.
Maybe you should lay off from the devil's drink.
It's like, maybe you should live a little more, Mr. Paladin.
I turned to Mark.
And then she's spreading on. It's like, who's gonna? I'm not trying to offend here, but who's gonna care? I mean, your order's dead. It's just you.
Is it like being a eunuch? I say to Mark.
And Brelog breaks out laughing. Blasco breaks out laughing, and it's like she's like, "Oh, good one. I didn't even think of that." It's like that would explain why he's not drinking, and like she's brushing her arm, she's brushing a hand off across your armor, That's like, and that's also why you're also not attracted to anybody in this room.
I have my oaths.
It's like, yeah, your oath, which involves not being with a woman or being with anything of fun value.
Not until I engage. Not until I am blessed by the holy light in marriage.
It's like, oh, where's the fun in that?
No fun.
It's like, well, if life doesn't have any fun, what's the point of it, man? It's just not as fun.
A woman
I
after
might
my
not
own
have
heart.
fun,
Okay.
but in my duty, to make sure that others don't have to suffer what I go through.
And she looks at Say, it's like, well, if you want to swing that way, you know, there's a room right over there, and you and me could, you know, do things. And Brelock is like, no, that's not happening. It's like, let's focus on the task at hand.
There was a task at hand?
And it's like, yes, there was a task at hand.
You get...
So,
you let her
like,
get...
she's like, Say, so you're leaving us.
I might be sticking around, but I don't plan on really, you know, fighting the big bad.
It's like, that's very understandable, but you can help us out in other ways that doesn't mean fighting. I mean, besides fighting, what other skills do you have?
What did you say? You just went a bit robotic.
It's like, no, I said, besides fighting, what other skills do you have?
I'm good at talking to people.
It's like, good, we could always use more people who are persuasive. So, and he's looking at the paladin, and it's like, and what of you? Do you wish to join our little fight?
Yes.
Okay, so... It's like, I know your story, I know what happened to the Paladin Order, and I say that it was an unjust act. What replaced your paladins is an abomination. Just, and it would do us all good, including the cities, pardon my saying, if this new entity that has taken over your position would be removed. So, I've read the reports, we know a little bit about you. Not much. I mean, the cities are about destroying their history, but from what we dug up is, you're not even a full paladin, are you? You're just a trainee.
Yes.
And so,
My
like
master died
like Blast
before I
Girl,
could
she was
complete
drinking
training.
something, then she splutters it, and it's like, what? He's not even a paladin? He's just a boy? I was like, what?
My master died before I complete training.
And so, like,
So
she's looking at Brelock, and it's like... And then she just gets up from the table and she starts walking towards the other way. And it's
What is
like,
her problem?
It's like, don't mind her. I guess she was misled.
Oh,
Rumors are very quick
I
to change.
apologize.
It's like, oh, I've been trying to quash the rumors and get accurate reports, but you know how people are. The thing spread like wildfire that there was a paladin, and so a paladin he is. Although he's not a paladin for anyone actually looking. It's like, I can't give you any sort of official rank, because it's not in my jurisdiction. It's part of your order. But your order is gone. And there's not many left.
I know this.
No, it's like, I haven't seen any Grand Masters around. Have you?
No,
Yes.
they died.
That's like,
The last
yes,
one was killed by-
yes, we've heard the tales.
Well, he can always teach himself. That's what I've been doing.
And it's like, and that's all we can hope on. But for the sake of illusions, you must take the rank of Paladin. Even if it's not the actual rank, we still need you to keep up illusions for morale's sake. It's the people need some sort of hope symbol, and you currently are that hope symbol.
I've seen this.
So
Less than a day in town and you're already the symbol of hope. Good work, man.
that's what paladins were somewhat built for. They were built to be the light in the darkness. Am I right?
You were
I don't know.
what people couldn't.
Okay. That's like, and that's why you're a powerful symbol for hope, especially in these dark times. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Say is correct. We're basically a bunch of farmers, craftsmen, and such fighting military soldiers. We aren't built for this. And it's like, but you are. You are built for this kind of fight.
I can only hope that with my strength, I can help.
And it's like, it's not you alone. Just the one thing you need to realize is that this is a large-scale operation. You won't have to do this fight alone. And it's like, and we've been trying to keep an eye on some paladins in the area. There are a few, but we need to do the spark first. We need to show them that they can come out of hiding. It's like,
Sergeant trainee like me doing it would probably bring them out.
It's like, if they know that a paladin is the one helping start the rebellion, maybe more will come into the cause than just simple warriors causing it. So,
As a
like,
good
we
assumption.
implore that you stay. That, you know, if you, and it's do they know about your oath of vengeance? Yeah, it's like, and we've seen your oath, you know, from other paladins. Let's see. So they don't know a lot of it, but it would be nice if we know the full extent of your oath. We want to help.
You want to help?
It's like,
I
if it
will.
would, it's like, if it would advance the rebellion and help you stay, then yes.
Alright then. 7 years ago, my church was destroyed from within. Someone from the cities had betrayed us to an unspeakable evil. Our Grand Master was destroyed that night. The others. You can help me find where that evil went, and I will help you bring down the cities.
It's like, likely that evil has not left the cities, and is simply, it's still there, likely. So, it's like, but our reconnaissance
I'd
reports
assumed.
from inside the cities are limited. It's not very easy to get in or get out.
Of course.
Maybe I could.
And what I'd assume.
And it's like, he
Yeah,
immediately
it
looks at
is.
you, it's like, say, that's a very dangerous offer you're making.
Well, give me a bit of time to build up power. I can change my face.
And it's like, I've heard what warlocks can do, but that's a very dangerous thing. If you're found out and you're in that city,
Then I could change my face again. And again.
that's like, that's assuming they're not hunting you and they don't have other shapeshift. You think you're the only one who could shapeshift.
Well, at a certain point, anything. Like undetectable type of anything.
That's like, and so he smiles. It's like, in my line of work, nothing is undetectable. How do you think we've gotten this far?
Well, you're in the wrong line of work then. Also, I do have a problem relating to the city. How do you know that they don't already know?
That's like, they likely already know. It's just, we haven't done any actions relating to it. And so, like, he puts his arms on his table. It's like, but you'll see when they get here what they're like. And like it or not, that will be our time to act, with or without you guys.
I will join.
You're not sure whether they're just gonna come in full force and wipe out the town before you even get a chance to ambush them?
It's like, we're pretty sure they're not going to. We haven't had an end. It's like, he's pretty sure, and it's like, but you are correct. Logic would dictate, if they knew, they would send an army this direction. That's like,
Only
but that
don't seem
that
like
it's been
an
going
army.
on this long and they haven't sent an army immediately means that there's still some chance that they don't know or they don't care.
Might be the latter, considering what I know of
It's like,
them.
yes, likely. So, let's go over to Thorin. And so you both walk in, so the door is open. You both walk in, I'm just sitting there and I'm drinking a cup of water and I'm eating a little bit, and Isha's with me eating, and then I look up. It's like, oh God, what the hell did you do to each other?
A little sparring.
It's like sparring. You're bleeding from your torso, and he's got a nasty gash long on his back. I don't think that's a little bit of sparring.
Nobody died, so
like,
it's sparring.
And so, like, Kep is like, oh, can you heal us or not? And so Isha just, she, like, beckons you both to come forward. And she touches him with the heal spell, which is basically, it's a to her, heal is a cantrip, so she can just heal easily. So, like, you see that he arches a little bit because he's not used to being healed by magic. So he's got a nasty gash on his back, and then the gash seals up, and you hear it, like, cracking and sealing. It's like, oh, I'm not going to get used to that. And so it's like, thanks, milady. I'm gonna go see if your smiths can even repair this armor. So, and like he's walking past you, and he gives you a nod as he walks out the door. And then she beckons for you to come closer. And then she heals up your wounds. So do a Constitution save. Okay, so what challenge? This is you showing toughness in the face of adversity. Ah, that's fine. You'll be good. So you just stand there like, you know, it's almost like a common occurrence that you get a sword shoved through your chest. It's like, and so she's like, well, that's it. How can you handle getting wounds like that all the time?
Guess I'm used to it.
It's like, fair enough. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I just realized that I put Isha's spells on Whisper. I need to change that back to Never Whisper so that you can actually see them. Now she can heal, and you can see it.
Nice.
She can heal up to 70 hit points, and end things like blindness, deafness, and disease. So, she's like our primary medic. That's why I'm there to protect her. So, I don't think I'm ever going to leave, ever. So, the battle will come to us most of the time anyway. Okay, so Thorin, now what?
I just thank her and go over to the tent, I guess.
Okay, so you're following Kep around now, right? So, Tukri is like, wow, I've never seen... It's like, what? First it was Paladin plate, now it's this. So, what? He is wielding half plate. Oh, it's like, I can fix it, just... Wow. Just more exotic armors to worry about.
At that point I'm just like, well, sorry for damaging it.
And it's like, oh, it was all part of the plan. We had to make sure that you were who you said you were, plus you're capable of what we thought you were capable of.
The only thing I claimed to be Stormbreak. I didn't claim anything else.
It's like, that's exactly the point. So we have to make sure you were a Thorin Stormbreaker.
Why the hell, though?
It's like, you can never be too careful nowadays. Especially when something like this, a rebellion. So, and she reassembles the armor pieces, she seals the gash, like, roughly. What, a random chick is better than that? Well, she's not exactly random, she's imbued with a divine spirit. Just, you guys haven't asked that yet, and you guys don't know that yet.
We probably will never
And
know.
that's the reason people are after her, is because she has a divine spirit within her. She's basically, exactly as you said, she's a random woman who has incredible healing powers. And so everyone wants to either kidnap her or some other thing because of her incredible healing powers. Okay, so as for Thorin, your armor just has a hole in it. It has a neat hole in it, but it's not something that'll cost you anything. She can patch that up easy.
Look, I
but,
don't even
like,
have armor.
Yeah, she's taking off the chest piece, and it's like, this is incredible. You didn't even damage it that much. You just... And so it's like, the metal's not even cut. It's just pushed in.
Drake, I don't have any armor.
Okay. Yeah, but she's looking at the pieces that were damaged. Like, you don't have any armor, but she's still looking at the... Like, you do have, like, small pieces of things you wear. You have clothing, right?
I don't even have a shirt, so...
Okay, you don't have a shirt. Alright, never mind then. I'll scratch all that.
I wear exactly the thing that I have on...
So,
on
it was just a it was just a flesh wound.
Indeed.
Alright, so you don't have armor. So I'll just add that to a notes. Alright, so... So you guys are just chilling in, you're going over to Blast Girl, and she's like... You can tell she's been hammering the wall with her fist, because there's like a dent in the wall. Like where the wood is caved in.
Did that wall, like, have sex with your mother or
I
something?
cannot believe it. I cannot believe. He's not even a paladin. He's still just a boy. It's like, what hope does this rebellion have with just a boy?
Don't know.
It's like, you're neutral. You don't even have to worry about this.
Well, yeah. I'm not the best at supporting people that I don't actually support.
It's like, so what? You'd rather watch a rebellion just fail at the start and that's it, and you just go back to your little pampered city life?
Pampered!
It's like, well, at least you were well fed. Although you were taken or whatever the hell happened to you, at least you had food on the table, you had a good time. Relatively.
Good time is a very relative term.
It's like, well, you haven't spent a lot of time out here.
The only good time I had was, well, before I was taken away, and I was taken away because I was having a...
Okay. It's like, well, it's like, and it's just like, why am I even talking to you about this? I mean, like I said, you're neutral. Just, you can't even be associated with me.
Yes, I can. I can talk.
It's like, you have no idea what any of that means, do you?
Any of which...
It's like, so, like, she had her legs on the table, but she takes her legs off and she, like, gets out. It's like, I'm gonna make this perfectly clear. It's, if you're seen talking with any of us, if you're seeing that you might have any sort of information, they'll hunt you. They will incarcerate you, and they will interrogate you. Likely, they will kill you. Just because you're associated with us. Now think of what happens if you know anything. That just makes it worse. So, I've seen a lot of my friends taken away. I've seen my parents taken away by those people. They never came back. And I can only imagine what happened to them. It's like, I'm trying to do you a favor. But if you want to not, then that's your prerogative.
When did I ask for a favor?
That's like, headstrong to the end, aren't you?
Of course.
So, that's like, I'll write that on your grave if I have the opportunity. If there's even a grave to leave.
If I die, I think I might just be, you know, absorbed into an abyss or something.
It's like, that's the luckiest part. But if you get in their hands, and their mages, I don't think that luck is going to be on your side.
Oh no, the great old ones are really specific about, you know, taking what's theirs.
It's like, and so, like, she just kind of shrugs. Okay, so...
Frankly, I'm damned anyway, so why not go out with a bang?
It's like, because you won't go, because if you get caught, you're not going out with a bang. You're going out in the most horrible way possible, because they'll make it that way.
Isn't that a bang?
It's like, you are a very strange woman.
Never said otherwise.
Okay, so... It's like, it's like she's trying to put it right, everything right in her head that she just heard. It's like, I don't even know what to think right now. I mean, a part of me doesn't like you. But a part of me admires that, you know, you live the way you live. So I don't know what to think.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's like, why can't you just be straightforward with things?
I am. I'm as straightforward as I could possibly be.
It's like, yet this logic is looping in circles everywhere.
Well, I never said I was sane.
And so, like, she just sighs. And so,
Another
Thorin,
thing
Kep
that's
is already on the move back to the pub.
Another thing about the Great Old Ones is they don't really like sanity that much.
So,
Nope, they don't.
yeah, so he's walking to you, like, he's walking in, and you can see that his arm, like, he's, you know, his armor is a little bit looser than it should be because of the giant gash on his back. I was like, right, you, Paladin, let's see what you got.
What do you require?
It's like, outside now. Draw your blade also. So, like, he's turned around and you see that he's got the nasty gash on his back.
Alright then.
And it's like, And
Alright.
so, like, Thorin's outside and you're about
I'm
to
just
walk
leaning
into the
to a
bar,
wall.
but then you see that they're about to engage in conflict.
No, I was just staying out the bar thinking, and then I see
Okay,
them walking
so-
out.
So he draws his longsword again. This time he's got it in his left hand, and he's got it upright. I was like, alright, try and attack me. See what you got.
He sheaths his shield and just takes out the sword and dual wields it. Because this gives him the versatility.
Wait, why does he, wait, he takes out the shield how? I mean,
No, he sheaths the shield.
oh, he puts the shield away, okay, so. And then he
Yeah.
takes his sword in both hands, and
And he attacks.
so, and he's got lightning reflexes. So you attack this time, and this time he brings, like, how is it, what does your swing look like?
It's from down to upwards.
Okay, so
Swing.
you're doing a horizontal swing from down to up. So he brings his blade down, and where were you
I
trying
think
to
that's
hit
a
him?
vertical more than a horizontal. More of a vertical swing, horizontal. one.
Okay, so it's a vertical swing from down to up. So where are you trying to hit him?
Yeah.
I said, where are you trying to hit him? Like, where on
Oh.
his body?
His legs.
Okay, so, and he brings his sword out like lightning, and he just, like, you didn't even see him move, and you see that this, he blocked the blade. And it's like, he's kind of shaking his head, and it's like, you really think the leg cut was going to get me? Come on, try again.
Alright.
So, in that one, he doesn't even, like, that one, he just casually, where are you trying to hit him now? Just,
His chest.
okay, so you're aiming for the chest, and he just, like, his left arm is the one holding the sword. He was holding the blade across his back, and then he just kind of tilts the blade upwards to block it. And it's like, you're reckless. You're not really thinking these blows through, are you?
Maybe. Maybe I'm
So
just
with
putting
his
you
right
into,
arm, he points at Thorin,
and
who's
maybe
kind
I'm
of
just
off to
putting
the
you into
side.
position.
It's like, he had enough strength to just go through my guard. I had my sword up, and he just gone through it. Come on, you can do better than that.
Maybe I'm not trying to hit you. Maybe I'm just trying to put you
It's
into
like,
position.
oh. And then so like he turns around and he has the sword in his left hand. It's like, then what are you trying to do?
This.
Okay, so how exactly are you trying to do that?
He brings up, like, after he brought up, like, after he tried to do a horizontal slash with, like, he tries to hit the blade straight into his throat. Like, not the blade, the hilt of his sword.
No,
long
so
sword,
he tries
straight
to
into
you try to slam the hilt into his throat.
throat. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. He's got to use his strength to counter your strength. So he gets normal. So you're evenly matched. Like, he has his like your ability. It slams into his throat, and he gets jarred a little bit. But he has a hand out to stop the blade. And it's like, And then he smiled, like you could see the bottom of his face. He smiled, and it's like unorthodox tactics. Good, I like that. And it's
I'll
like,
make do.
however, and then his left hand is still free, so he's gonna take a swing. So what's your armor rating can handle that, right? Your armor rating can easily handle that.
It's 18.
Yeah.
My armor rating is 18, yeah.
So he slams into your armor, and it's like, that normally works.
Not this time.
Yeah, so, well, I've never tried using this sword on light and forged by a wholly imbued armor before, so I guess Vorpal Blade won't work on that. And so, like, he just with his left arm, he whips it out and he sheathes it, and it's like, good, good. So you're both capable of what we're about then.
I guess so.
It's like, oh, don't. It's like, oh, don't be such a downer. And it's like,
Well,
because where we're going next is going to require a little bit more spirit than that.